Rush Duel is a fast-paced spin-off game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can summon as many monsters as you want and draw up to 5 cards each turn. In this series, me and the TheDrAlex progress through each Rush Duel product release and build decks with whatever cards were available at that time. We have been drafting characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's anime and have exclusive access to those characters' boss monsters, and will continue to draft characters from the Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush series. Join us as we continue to battle it out in this series, Rush Duel Character Draft. So this is the deck we're bringing to today's game. This is Earth Machine, or I guess Jointech. So the new boss monster of the deck is Jointech Stegosaurus. So it's a 2500 attack, level 7 Earth. Fantastic stats. We love 2500 attackers. We can send up to 3 Earth attribute machine type monsters from our hand to the graveyard. Destroy face-up monsters with 1600 or less defense on your opponent's field equal to the number of monsters sent to the graveyard to meet its requirements. So we can send 1, 2, or 3. Then destroy that number of monsters on Alex's field as long as they have 1600 or less defense, which a lot of monsters do have pretty low defense. So this it's pretty good. And if nothing else, we can just summon it as a 2500 beta, which is really good. So the other monsters we're running, we're on 3 Police Scoop, just a 1500 Earth Machine, 3 copies of Jointech Ace, exactly the same, 3 copies of Shield Boring Kong. This card can pop face down defense monsters and gain an attack boost. It's pretty good. It being 2300 attack rather than 2500 is probably its only weakness, but its effect is really, really strong, being able to boost up to 33. The only requirement is that your opponent has to have a face down defense, which sometimes they won't, in which case this card feels a little bit lackluster. We're on the 3 Jointech Rex to pop back row. We're on the 1 copy of Jinzo. So we brought this last week, but Jinzo is a machine, so it does have a lot of synergy with the deck. It will work with things like Craft the Drone, it will work with things like Beast Gear World, and we can equip it with Rush Horn. So it's just a really, really good card in general, but it works even better in a machine deck. So next, Jointech Leo. So during the turn you normal summon this card, choose 1 spell trap card in your opponent's graveyard. Your opponent sets that card to their field. Then you can add a level 7 or higher Earth Machine type monster from your graveyard to your hand. So this can be really good because this means we can use this to get back Shield Boring Kong, or we can use it to get back Stegosaurus, or we can fill our hand to use Stegosaurus' effect. Because we can just summon this, basically give Alex a spell trap, put another card in our hand, then we've got the summon and we've got the fuel for Jointech Stegosaurus' effect, pop a card, and then potentially attack for game depending on kind of situation we're in. So next up we have Jointech Raptor. So during the turn you normal summon this card, send the top 2 cards of each player's deck to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the number of monsters sent to the graveyard times 100. Then if you have a face-up equip spell, which obviously we're on the 2, and we inflicted damage, which means we must have sent at least 1 monster to the graveyard, you can change 1 attack position monster to face-up defense position. So being able to change monster to defense position can be really, really important, just because a lot of the time monsters tend to have lower defense than attack, so just that can be a form of like soft removal. The 3 copies of Craft the Drone, discard draw, what more do we need to say? Stud Hedgepeg is a good card as long as you hit it. You have to mill a monster, but if you do, an opponent's monster loses 500 attack. Just 500 attack off a monster a lot of the time is going to be really, really useful. We just have to make sure we don't hit our spell traps. 3 copies of Iron Onslaught. I feel like spell trap destruction is going to be almost a must now because things like Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute will be in every single game. So we've got to make sure we're packing these. We're on Graceful Charity as our legend spell. Filtering just really good. We got to draw exactly what we need, and we got to get rid of stuff we don't need. Helps us get rid of our big monsters that we can't do anything with if we start getting too many of them in our hand. 2 copies of Rush Horn, 300 attack and piercing is always going to be pretty good. This deck doesn't really have a good way to break our opponent's board, so we're going to use piercing, we're going to use Shield Boring Kong, those type of effects. And I guess if Alex's face-up monsters, Stegosaurus, to try to get rid of the monsters and try and get Alex's life points as much as we can. 2 copies of Beast Gear World. This just buffs our machines. It's a good card. It makes Shield Boring Kong and Jinzo over 2500, and Jointech Stegosaurus and Jointech Rex become 2800, which might be quite a difficult number for Alex to deal with depending on what deck he's playing. So for the traps, we're on 3 copies of Battle Demotion. This is just a fantastic generic machine trap card, and the 1 copy of Torrential Tribute. This card can be better than Mirror Force depending on the situation. It just comes down to, does Alex have anything he can do on summon that can destroy spell traps? So extra deck doesn't really matter. We have the Nico Tamabot, but we're not playing the Tamabots. I didn't think this card was super worth running, and it doesn't really mesh well with the rest of the deck. Then for the side deck, we have Drilling Track Tiger and the 1 Pierce. This is basically in here if we feel like Shield Boring Kong isn't really doing much. We just bring this in as a 2500 attacker, which sometimes is enough to just get the job done. 3 copies of Block Attack, the 3rd Rush Horn, 2 copies of Primal Fist, 2 copies of Hard Defense Mission, and 3 copies of Crisis at the Sacred Tower. So this is the deck. We're feeling moderately confident. Machines rarely let us down. It's a very, very powerful deck, and Alex has struggled against them in the past. So let's fire on in and see what Alex is on. I mean, I guess we still have a ton of decks we can bring, right? Like, the latest set had so many different new cards for so many different decks that there's still so many different directions we can kind of take with this. Like, again, we got kind of just like 1 or 2 new cards for each one, but we still haven't seen a lot of those new cards yet, which is interesting, because there's also a lot of decks from, I think, the previous set, which only kind of got one, you know, they only kind of got one game. We haven't really seen those decks a lot yet, so it'd be cool to bring some of those back as well. So there's a lot of different directions we can go in this week. And the next set that comes out also looks really, really interesting. It looks like there's a lot of very interesting cards coming out in that set, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay.
I know that you're always just looking forward to new cards, but there's some new dragon stuff in it, which looks fun. And on top of that, in the Go Rush anime, they have used polymerization a few times now. It's been around for a few weeks, which means we're getting new fusions, and new fusions with the new cards, which is always quite exciting. Although I suppose the interesting thing is, because we've got fusions again, we haven't got anything new yet, right? Like, we haven't got Maximums 2, right? We haven't got, like, Ritual Summoning. We haven't got anything super flashy and brand new. Like, fusions again is cool, because everyone likes fusions, right? Fusions are fun. But I'm interested to see if we do get a new mechanic, or if they're going to save it till later, maybe. But we'll have to find out. Alright, should we jump straight in?
Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
What? Let's see what we got. Oh.
I don't know what first or second.
That's the question.
I'm going to say second.
Okay. What do we do with this? Right, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
For the Jointech Raptor.
Hey.
We'll activate its effect and mill us both for 2 each. Oh, there goes a legend card. Well, I know what you're on. I don't know if there's much I can do off this. Also, what fusions are you on? You're on, like, the old ones? I'm so confused. Okay. Next up, I will summon Jointech Raptor. Let's mill some more. Alright, so I got Hedgepeg and Jointech Rex. You got Can ID and Amalilith. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is tribute both of them and summon out Jointech Stegocelos. So I can send up to 3 Earth attribute machine type monsters from my hand to the graveyard to destroy face-up monsters with 1600 or less defense on my opponent's field, equal to the number of monsters sent to the graveyard to meet this requirement.
It's your new guy, right?
Yes. And then we're going to activate Beast Gear World.
God damn it.
I think we're also going to summon out Police Scoop as well, who's also a new card. And we'll pass back.
Okay.
I say Police Scoop is a new card. I think he was maybe a couple sets ago. I don't think he was the latest set.
Yes, I can do this. Right. AI Bear can.
Okay.
Activates effect.
Oh no, I've helped you out.
Special summon Amalilith.
Okay.
I will.
But now you've locked yourself into only attacking with Omega Psychics and Psychic type monsters.
Oh no, what will I do?
I think I make that joke like once every episode.
Yeah, that. So, tribute to Prima Guitarama.
Now this is an old one.
Activate Jumpy Start.
Okay, so we can add a Psychic monster gravy to your hand.
In Can ID and Roman Pick.
Okay.
Add Amalilith to my hand. Almost summon Amalilith.
And then here it comes. Yeah.
Activate Fusion.
Okay.
And which of the 2 do I want? Omega.
Okay, so
Activate Omega.
29, so it's bigger than me. This card gains attack equal to the number of monsters in your opponent's field times 1,000. Cannot be destroyed with traps or destroy spell trap. Okay, so we're going for the attack boost.
Good battle. Much be of this.
Goodbye, Stegocelos. Unfortunately, his effect wouldn't have done anything here anyway. That unfortunately doesn't do what I need it to do. So we will set. Then I think I'm setting this, changing this to defense. And I think I have to just pass on that.
Okay.
Alas, 29 big.
Indeed. I'll set this. Indestructible.
Fortunately, you don't have piercing. Right, I guess we'll see what we can get done with this. So I'm going to activate another Biscuit World. This is where things are going to get a little bit tricky. I suppose we'll activate Iron Onslaught. Get rid of this one. Jump check. Not ideal. Because we still have not seen a Legend Trap out of you. What's the best way to do this? Probably with this, I would think. Which means I'd have to do that, there, that. That's so risky. But it might be the only play I've got. So we will activate Jointech Rushhorn. Then we will normal summon Jointech Raptor. We'll go ahead and use Raptor. Change this to defense mode.
Ooh.
Change this back to attack. This is where things get a bit tricky. I think we're going to go for it. We'll set. Then we'll tribute 2. Summon out Shield Boring Kong. Activate Boring Kong's effect. Pop this. Go to battle. Hope that's not a Mirror Force. Alright, and get in for 36. And then pass.
Okay. Well, I'll activate my legend spell. Graceful Chariot.
Hey, that's my legend spell.
And then I need to ditch you and you.
So what do we get rid of? We got rid of 2 big monsters, okay.
I'm a Lilith.
Yeah, it's fine.
Candy.
Not the Candy.
Tribute for new boss. Can I do?
What does this do? The only monster in your graveyard are Omega or Psychic types. One from your hand to the graveyard, special summon a level 7 Psychic type monster from your hand face up. Then if you have Candy in your graveyard, gain 700 attack. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So in response, I will activate Torrential Tribute.
Ooh. Interesting.
We're both empty boards. Can I draw 3,600 damage? Definitely potential. We will normal summon Police Scoop. We will normal summon Jointech Leo. We'll tribute both and summon Jointech Rex. Activate Jointech Rex's effect. 1, 2, 3. Pop this. And then we have the game.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I was so scared of your back row and they were always just spells. Alright, let's go to game 2.
Second. Went all right for me there.
Okay. We will set. And I think the play is set, pass.
Okay. That's Candy.
Okay.
Tribute for Psychopper.
Okay. But will you give up attack to gain life points?
We'll set this. Girdle Battle. Swing in.
Yeah, it's just my raptor. Alright, normal summon Craft the Drone. Activate Craft the Drone. Picture Stegocelos to draw. We will then activate Iron Onslaught, pop a back row. It's another jump start. I will then normal summon Stud Hedgepeg. Activate its effect. Boo. Set 2. Tribute 2 to summon out Stegocelos. Flip summon up the Ace. Go battle and then just kind of hope that this kind of connects.
No.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't flip that over. I don't know what the pause was. I guess save it for like a bigger threat. Or pass.
Yeah. Ooh, this is no bueno.
AI Bear can.
Can't activate him with normal summon. Okay, well. Romantic.
Okie dokie.
An ID.
Yep. Got nothing for that, unfortunately.
Can't use their effect because the rest are just back row. Go to battle.
Ow. And more ow. Interesting. Okay. Summon Hedgepeg. We will fire off Hedgepeg. Reduce this thing's attack. I will then tribute Hedgepeg for Jinzo. This thing still can't do much here. I do kind of want it out of my hand, but can be a bit dicey. Alright, we're going to set this.
Jinzo again.
Go to battle. Yeah, we're playing the machine deck. You can't not have the machine. Then we'll pass.
Okay. I activate Jampy set.
Okay.
Candy the top of my deck, Jinzo the top of yours, and then I shuffle 2 monsters from your deck back in, from your graveyard rather, back into your deck.
But I want my stuff in the graveyard.
That
That also means I'm not going to get Jinzo back.
What do I shuffle back? Tributes, I'd be brick on them.
That's definitely a strat.
Yes. And activate up.
Okay.
Send that to grave. Summon Prima.
Hello, Prima.
Set. Just gonna activate another Rob. Get out Folder Blitz. Go to battle.
Bye, Leo. Behold the power of Craft the Drone. We'll activate Craft the Drone. Behold the power of Craft the Drone. We'll activate Craft the Drone. And then behold the power of Jointech Rex. We'll fire off its effect. We'll stick some stuff back in the old deck. What about 3 Craft the Drones? I like seeing those. We'll pop this one. Aha, goodbye fusion. Then I suppose we will summon Police Scoop. Go to battle and hope we can get over this. And get in for 15. And then it's over to you.
Candy.
Okay. Keeps coming back.
Candy.
The double candy.
Activate check. Let's see what these two are.
No, don't look at those.
We're destroying that.
You son of a
1,000 life
bitch.
points.
So that's interesting. That means psychics get 2 spell trap destruction. Well, I suppose 1 destruction, 1 pop to the top.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what one of my other back row is?
Do I have... Don't. Yeah, belt demotions. So we will... Tribute for Folder Blitz. Activate P-Set.
My poor boy.
Shuffle.
Well, you know my back row outs your folder blitz currently.
Indeed. I will just pass.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a tricky one. Alright, we always activate Beast Skill World here. The question is, am I using you? It doesn't make a difference, really. Alright, we're just going to set this. We will normal summon and normal summon. Then we will tribute to and summon out the Stegocelos. Go battle. Stego gets over Folder Blitz, and then we'll just attack one of these 2 randomly. And then it's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm a little... I'm going
Her favourite
to...
feelings will never lose their colour.
What's that even mean?
You know.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Bear
backhand.
can. Activate Jumpy Check.
Could you stop looking at my back
I know
row?
what that is, so let's see what these 2 are. Another battle stack and a...
Join Tech Rush Horn. I mean, you've still got to out the last battle dimension.
Yeah.
Well, you could either attack into it and force me to use it, or wait until you draw Spell Trap Destruction.
Tribute 2.
Ooh, the guitar now.
Tribute 1. Activate Prima. Go battle.
Yes, I will, because this card is a little bit silly and lets me change the battle position of any attack position monster.
Oh! Damn. Oh, I thought it was just the attacking monster.
Can I do anything sneaky here is the question. I will activate the effect of Stegocelos and pitch 2 to blow up your entire field.
Yep.
Normal summon. Activate the effect of Raptor. Burn you for 4. Set 2. Go ahead and just flip over the Rush Horn. Go battle and hit you for as much damage as I physically could this turn. Before passing to you. And I now have piercing as well, so setting won't do much against me. AI Bear can.
Oh, it was a... I thought that was back to your hand. Oh, okay. Well, this game could be over then.
Oh, right, because you want to use her effect to discard.
Yeah.
Well, we will use Iron Onslaught to pop a back row. Then we'll use Iron Onslaught to pop a back row.
Yeah, GG.
Oh, GG. Oh, we
I
should.
just didn't see any of the fusions that game.
Yeah, I mean, you got out that fusion game 1, and it was such a big thing for me to deal with. Like, I had to use such a specific combination of cards to out it. Do you want to play game 3?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so you got the whole hand empty. But how do you stand up against Jointech Ace? And his best friend, Jointech Leo? And fuck it, Jointech Raptor. Raptor effect. And then we'll Iron Onslaught and pop that. And then Battle Phase. See what you got. And then pass. Well, we managed to attack that in exactly the right order, didn't we?
Yep.
I mean, my board's pretty unbreakable. I don't know how you out this.
Let's use that, so we'll set that. Lilith.
Okay.
Psycho Copper. Activate Jumpy up. Get out Prima.
Jump up, and get down.
Go to battle.
Oh, didn't use the effect.
Oh yeah. No,
I mean, it would have cost you 1,000 life points to get 900 extra attack, so you would have been at a net loss total. Okay. Well, I'll start with this. I don't really need this right now. And then, I suppose I don't really need this. We'll fire off the Beast Gear World. Then summon out the Crafter Drone. Fire off the Crafter Drone and discard Raptor. Then Tribute 2. Summon out the Stegocelos. We're going to fire a Stegocelos effect in case you have Mirror Force. Set a back row, go battle, see what you got. Oh, no Mirror Force. And then pass back.
Okay. Graceful Charity.
Okay.
I think I'll send you. Wait. Oh, stop moving.
Jump check.
See what that is.
Behold, Rush Horn.
Gain 1,000 points.
Okay.
Set. Tribute. Activate. That. Can't be over, so I'll just pass.
Okay, well, start out with this. Hit this. The old Psychic Trap Hole. I think we're going to get a little bit greedy. We'll summon out this. Tribute 2. We'll activate the Rush Horn. Then we'll go battle. We will attack over this, hopefully. And then I just want to get this off the board. And pass back. Jump up.
Zip. Zip.
Zibbity bobbity boop.
Set. Oh, I shouldn't have set that. Fuck. No, that's game. Machines are just too good.
Yeah, machines are like really, really strong. I think they always will. Even if because like the stereotypical like good machines are like the generic light machines with the shit, what's the card called? The one that shuffles them back into deck and can get piercing and a load of attack boost. But I stand by, I think Earth Machines are still pretty decent as well. Like, they're not as good, but they're still way up there. I think just the generic machine support is just good enough that it makes all machines feel really, really powerful. And now that Jinzo, I think, is probably going to be a mainstay of a lot of decks because they're just going to take a legend monster. I think Jinzo is probably the best standalone monster. So any deck that can run something like Beast Gear World or just has all the machine support is just going to really benefit from just having Jinzo there. So with your deck, what were your new cards? Was Can ID new?
Yeah, literally just Can ID.
Okay. I mean, she's a pretty cool boss monster. Obviously, it's a bit annoying, right? Because you have to discard a card from your hand and then also keep a level 7 or higher psychic type monster in your hand. Then you also want to have Candy in the graveyard to get the secondary effect to get the power boost. But the power boost is really good because it gets you to 31, which beats over a lot of threats. That'll get over like a Blue Eyes White Dragon, which obviously I don't expect us to be seeing, but maybe with the new legend rule, you never know.
Yeah.
But it will get over like most fusions, which is really good. I think almost every fusion is going to be about 3,000 or less. So it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just also with her, I couldn't take a legend card, monster legend this week, because otherwise she turns off.
Oh yeah, because you have to have.
There are no legendary psychics.
Yeah, that's an interesting one actually. Maybe they should start making stuff like that. The problem is, the legend cards are all cards from the master rule, right? They're all from, TCG. But that means that if we were to bring a psychic legend over, I can only think of a few, which are like, the super mainstays. I mean, there's a lot of like really powerful psychics throughout the generations of Yu-Gi-Oh! But like, ironically, the one that keeps coming into my head is Krebons, and I'm like, Krebons would be way too good for a Rush. Effect that you can use on your opponent's turn, pay 800 life points. That's just, in my mind, that's like the iconic one, because of like Teledad format and shit. You flip over your old emergency teleport, slap out the Krebons, go into Dark Arm Dragon, big synchro plays. Obviously, none of that makes any sense for Rush. I mean, maybe synchro something in Rush.
Yeah,
it could happen, right? Stranger things.
Give me Master Gig.
Oh man, Master Gig. I think that might actually make your deck unbelievably good if we had that. Yeah, my new card was Jointech Stegocelos. I mean, also Jointech Leo, and I think Jointech Raptor were new. Jointech Leo, I believe, is a promo. Okay. I didn't end up using his effect because it's a bit wonky. I have to choose a spell trap in your graveyard, set it to your field, and then I can get a 7 or higher Earth attribute machine monster from my graveyard to my hand. So one, I don't really want to give you a card. And two, like the 2 times I was kind of like, oh, I could use this, you had 3 back row, which meant I couldn't use it. The Raptor's pretty cool. Obviously, milling both of us ended up helping you a bit more in that first game because it got your Amma Lilith into the graveyard. And then the other new card is Stegocelos, who is surprisingly good. Destroy face-up monsters with 1600 or less defense on your opponent's field, which is... I mean, especially against the Psychics, I think this was a little bit maybe too good, because other than your fusion, I think every monster you summoned had like 0 defense or very little defense. So it ended up being like really, really good into that specifically.
Yeah, 1600 was the max defense of non-fusions.
I mean, that's always been kind of the Psychic crutch, right? I think back in the day I was hacking things like Stop Attack or Block Attack, whatever it's called, to put them into defense so I could just attack over them. Also, bring back Block Attack. That card was amazing back in the day. We got some Wind Psychic stuff coming out soon, and it looks like they're going to double down on their equip spells. I think we're getting more equip spells, we're getting more cards that do things with equip spells, things with like that gain a bonus effect for each equip spell you've got, sort of thing. So that should be very interesting, but that won't be for... is it a month? More than a month away? I can't remember, to be honest. But I am looking forward to the new set. It does look very, very interesting. Oh, but thanks for the game, buddy, and GG.
Yeah. GG.